Go.
Hi there. Today we're going to be learning about two different laws of conservation. One is the law of conservation of mass, and two, the law of conservation of energy. Here's the definition of the law of conservation of mass. Now that we know what the definition of the law of conservation of mass is, let's put that plan into action. Here I have a cup full of water. We'll just say it weighs 80, it has a mass of 80 grams. I'm going to pour that into this Tupperware container, and I want you to tell me whether or not the same amount of water is in this Tupperware container. Now, would you tell me that it looks like there's the same amount of water in there or not? Whether it looks like it or not, there is. It just spread out over a greater surface area. There's still 80 grams of water in that Tupperware container. That is the law of conservation of mass put into action. Now that we've learned about the law of conservation of mass, let's move on to the law of conservation of energy. The definition for the law of conservation of energy is all right, now that we know what the law of conservation of energy is, by using this basketball, I'm going to put it into motion. That's all I need. As you saw in my demonstration, I had held the ball above my head and just dropped it, and it came back to me about the chest to chin area. That is because the energy that was in the ball was transferred to the floor. No energy was destroyed, it was just transferred from the ball to the floor. Now that we have seen the law of conservation of energy in action with the basketball bouncing, let's take a moment and review what we learned today. We learned that the law of conservation of mass is that mass can be neither created nor destroyed, and we took a look at that using a cup full of water and pouring it into a different shaped container and proving that it had the same amount of mass as it did in the cup. And then we proved about the law of conservation of energy by having the ball in my head and dropping it and seeing that it did not bounce as high because the energy was transferred to the floor. Did not lose it, or the energy was not destroyed, it was just transferred into the floor out of the basketball, so the basketball had less energy. The law of conservation of energy again is energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Thanks for watching.